I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable.
Good day, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well on today. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me or you can't hear me. I hope everybody can hear me. Am I on the screen? Let me see. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Oh yes. Okay, there I go. Good Saturday, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well on today. I'm just gonna come up and give you some information. We notice the holiday season is upon us, and a lot of our little people are at home. Okay, starting next week. Okay, and then you have the Christmas holiday, the New Year's holiday that's coming up, and so I just want to drop some information for everybody. And even though a lot of these things are catered to children with disabilities and more likely, autism. But however, a lot of the information that I'm giving out, you can also use as tools for your children. It's not, a lot of things that I talk about can actually be implemented in what we call quote unquote normal children's lives. Okay, so we could say that this live is for all parents. Okay. So I just want to drop some information for you guys, and I'm trying to find my thingy thing, but I can't find it. Where is it? Hold on, y'all. I should have been ready, but I wasn't ready. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, here it is, right here. Da, 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 da. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to talk about holiday survival, joy supporting the autistic child through the season. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about today. And as you know, the goals are always the same: 15 memberships and $80 towards the Kayla's Paper Towel Fund. Y'all know what it is. It's all the same thing every time. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Even if you don't even stay for the whole presentation, please hit the like button and share, share, share. And again, this presentation, a lot of the things that I talk about is not necessarily geared for just children with autism or disabilities, because a lot of the things that I talk about is things that you can implement in your child's or your grandchild's life as well. I teach a lot about routine, structure, and discipline. And so a lot of things I'm going to talk about today has a lot to do with that as well. Okay. If you have not subscribed to the new autism channel, please do so. And the hashtag is at ACCP Safe is the channel's name, Autistic Children Connecting Parents channel. Okay. Let's see. Oh, shout out to Steelomatic for dropping through. Thank you for coming through, darling. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing on this page? Nothing. Okay, let's go. All right, guys, let's get into it. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in from the Facebook page, from the website, and on Twitter, and on the autism channel as well. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, let's just get started. So The holidays with an autistic child can feel overwhelming, okay? But they don't have to. In this live stream, we're going to talk about real, raw, and funny conversations to help you survive and maybe even enjoy the holiday season with your children at home. I mean, because look, when the kids be home for the holiday season, child, they just act up. Okay, they all they want to do is eat cereal and watch cartoons, and they don't want to do nothing else. Okay, they just acting up because not just with children with autism thrive on routine. Kids in general thrive on routine, and so now you done disrupted their routine. They not going out with their not going to school and meeting their friends and stuff. So I mean, you got to keep them together, honey, because especially if you got more than one. If you have more than one little one at home during the holiday season, baby, okay, it can get challenging. It can get challenging. It can get a little challenging, and especially if you have someone that has a disability. When you disrupt their routine, baby, honey, child, okay, it can get sticky for them. Okay, so let us get into it. So we're going to talk about why it matters, right? Let me get the slide going. Okay. So the holiday season can be hard, okay? It can be exciting, but a lot of for autistic individuals can be a little bit sensory overload and social overload, and like I said earlier, they tend to um, kind of have a little bit of meltdowns and kind of don't. Some kids don't adjust well to sudden change, right? So it can be hard for little ones or big ones when it comes to the holiday season. Okay, I'm trying to work my banners. Okay, so why does this matter? Autistic children rely on structure, right? We talk about this all the time, and predictability. The holidays often dismantle those, right? Because there's sudden changes. You have sudden. Then when you have the people coming over, y'all know when y'all have the when people come over for the visit, it's somebody new, they really don't know them, or it can be a bit much. Sensory overload, bright lights, strong smells, new people, loud gatherings, all those things can be triggering to the children. um, then you have emotional stress for parents who feel pressure to make things perfect. During the holiday season, the decorations got to be right. When the mother-in-law comes over, the tree got to be right. The house got to be clean. You better cook the food right. If it don't taste right, mother-in-law gonna get it. She gonna get all in your business. Look, it's pressure. But the goal is not perfection; it's peace. Communicate, connection matters more than performance. We got to keep that in mind. But I know sometimes as us ladies, we want things to be perfect, especially when it comes to the holidays and family coming around and stuff like that. So, in our little household, those of us that have artistic children or children with that's on the spectrum, here's some of the things that we have to deal with. Okay. Sensory overload is one of the major things that we have to deal with. It's with the loud music, bright lights. Then even some kids, they can't handle the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree. You have strong smells from like the different types of food you're cooking. Um, and crowded spaces can also be overwhelming as well. So if you're having a large crowd coming into your home, that can be overwhelming as well. The number two thing is, disrupting the routines. Like I always talk about, structure and routines are very important in our little ones' lives. And then when you're disrupting that routine, that can cause challenges as well. So school is out, bedtimes are different, visitations or disrupting their routine as well. So because the routine is kind of like their comfort zone, and it keeps them secure because they know what's about to happen or what we're about to do. And so when you disrupt that kind of sends them off into their Some have tantrums, some gets overwhelmed, they start stimming. So you have to be prepared for those types of things. Then we have the social expectations, the pressure to interact. Okay, then how many of you guys remembers when every time somebody came to visit, your parents made you hug them? Go ahead and give your auntie a hug. Child, I don't want to hug that lady. I don't know that. She smell like mothballs. I don't want to hug that lady. Y'all know I am right. You are forced to socialize with people that you like. I don't like these people. Go play with your cousins. I don't like them. Why I gotta socialize with the people? Okay. You gotta hug people. People touching you. Oh, look, you so cute. Look at the baby. You know, all that. All that can be overwhelming for kids. Not just for autistic kids, but kids in general. They don't want to be dealing with the. Come here, baby. Come over here, baby. Let me see you. Y'all know how they be doing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Then you have the food sensitivities. You know, during the holidays, you're cooking things that's not on the menu, that's on the usual menu, right? So a lot of times, you know, food sensitivities, limited diet can be an issue. And also, if you're traveling and you're going to other people's houses and they don't, you know, like your child's needs and wants as far as when it comes to food, sometimes you literally won't have anything to put on the plate for your kid but fruit or something. So this can be an issue. And then you have travel. If you're traveling, the traveling stress, the airports, long drives, all this can be challenges for the holiday season, guys. And like I said, not just for autistic children, but for children in general. It can be challenging. You could be in the car and are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta do. Y'all know it. Come on, guys. Y'all know it. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on all platforms. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I think on Facebook it's the star. I don't know. What is it on Facebook? Star something? Whatever. Y'all know what y'all supposed to be doing over there. Okay. All right. So now we know some of the challenges. So I'm just going to go straight into it. Let's talk about some strategies, okay? To help you get through it. First strategy. You got to plan and prepare, babies. You cannot do this without planning and preparing for what's about to come. Okay, don't get caught off guard. Now, you know the holiday season is coming up. You know that granny's coming to visit. You know you're going over such and such house for Christmas. You know you're traveling. You know all this. So you have to plan ahead. Planning and prepare. Explain the upcoming events early using simple language. That's one of the main things. And a lot of times, what you can do is, what I have a picture here, use visual cues. There is a video, a live stream that I did on a visual things that you can use, your schedules, your you have the pad, you have a lot of things that you can use to help your kids on a visual level to understand. So I put a picture here where you can show where, you know, this is what's going to happen next, this is what you're going to do. So using a visual schedule can really, really help. Write social stories. So a lot of times, I know a couple of times when Mr. Caleb was little, I would find a video about going to, or say if we're going to grandma's house or something for Thanksgiving or something like that, right? I would find a cute little video that has something to do with that, so that we would watch the video together. And you know, and I would say to him, I'll say, this is what we're about to do. So just be very, just kind of, you have, like I said at the top, you have to speak in simple language. You have to like come down to their level. You can't make them come to your level. You got to go to their level when you're trying to talk about these things, right? And the next thing is preview and practice. Preview and practice. If you have a child that has issues with sensory, can get overloaded really quick, get overwhelmed really quickly, practice, 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 practice what we're about to do. Practice what is about to happen is key. So showing photos of relatives, they'll see, so, oh, this is granny, this is auntie. Practice saying hello, practice shaking hands, so they won't feel uncomfortable. So they'll know what the transition is, okay? Even if it's just a short visit. But if you practice these things with them, if you kind of um do like a little mock trial little thing going on, it will help them kind of, acclimate to the situation that they're about to go into. So plan and prepare is one of the main strategies, okay? So the next one is maintaining core routines. I know that a lot of the kids are on vacation time for Thanksgiving, and then within the next 2 weeks, they're going to be on Christmas vacation. But keeping core routines are very, very important when you're on the holiday break. So just because they're not in school, I would suggest to you keeping about the same schedules that they have in school. Let me say this again. I will highly suggest that you keep the same schedule that they have in school so that the transition, see, this is what happened. I had to learn this when Mr. Cater was a little bean. When Mrs. Cater was a little bean, I, when the holiday season or when they were out of school, I let them do, let them stay up a little later, wake up a little later and all that kind of stuff. But guess what happened, guys? When it was time to go to school, back to school, oh my God. Honey, it was a struggle because while they were out of school, they got acclimated to the out of school schedule. So then now, next week we gotta go back to school. So now you want me to go back to that schedule? See, no, you can't do that. So not from trial and error, I'm telling you now, try to maintain the same schedule throughout the vacation time. Try to maintain the same schedule, keeping the sleep schedule, meal schedule, medication, all that close to normal. So say if your child wakes up for school at 7, wake them up 7:30, 8 o'clock. Give them a little extra minute or whatever, but keep it the same schedule. If they waking up, they brushing their teeth, washing their face or whatever, and not necessarily they don't have to get like full blown dress for school or whatever, but kind of keep them. So what I did with Mr. Caleb is he got up, he did his morning routine, brush his teeth, wash his face, all that stuff. Then he will go to the table, eat his breakfast the same, and knowing that he's used to going to when his driver came to pick him up to go to school. The driver didn't come, so what we would do is we would take a little walk, and when it's nice outside, if it's like during that time of the year, or this will be a time to learn. We'll do a learning activity. So you're kind of keeping the same type of routine that they had in school. I'm telling you, if you deviate from that, and then when it's time to go back to school, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up, and you got problems. So, and avoid skipping meals or naps for events. Okay, bring familiar foods with your child. If he has some dietary sensitivities, right? And use it. And again, like I said, use the same bedtime rituals. If it's stories, if it's music, if it's the weighted blanket, don't try not to deviate from those things. Try to keep them pretty much the same, even though you're out for the even though they're home for the vacation holiday for the holidays. I'm getting tongue tied. For the holidays, you still want to keep the same thing because again, like I said, after the holiday, they got to go what? Right back to school. So that means you have to go, they have to get acclimated again to the school schedule. So I would recommend that you keep in the same routines, even though they're out of school. Okay. Y'all get what I'm saying? I hope this is helping somebody. Shout out to the people that are watching in the clouds. Make sure I hit the like button. Strategy number 3, managing the environment for sensory and social. Okay. Managing the environment. The purpose is to adapt spaces to be autism friendly. So, introduce decoration slowly. So if you have a kid that that's that's highly sensitive to things, to sight, sound, lights, noises, and things, kind of introduce them to it. Okay, introduce them to it slowly. Um, I would suggest that you take them to the store right before you buy the decorations and stuff. And I used to do this with Mr. Caleb when he was a little bean, because every year I let him pick out an ornament. So every year we would pick out an ornament that represents the year for us. And so every year he would go and pick out an ornament, right? So I would take him to the store that has all the decorations and lights and stuff that's like out, and things like that. So what you can do is take them to the store with you where they have the decorations on, where they have the lights and things like that, and kind of introduce them to it. So when you bring it home, they not freaking out, okay? Because you kind of introduced them to them slowly, right? Music. You know your child, okay. The Christmas music and things like that. I know I worked with a mom where her son was he didn't like the sounds of bells. So a lot of Christmas songs has the bells, right? So kind of make sure you're choosing the correct music that's not going to set them off, right? Clothing. We talked about this a couple of times. Y'all know that scene in my favorite Christmas movie is The Christmas Story. Y'all know that scene where the kids was opening up the presents, and they had the little boy had the giant pink bunny suit, and the mama and daddy made him put on the pink bunny suit, and he was itching and carrying on. Don't do that to your children, okay? Don't do that to your children. If you know they have issues, because I know, like, when Caleb was a little bean, he had issues with tags. So like every thing, I had to take the tags out. He did not like tags. Just be mindful. If you're having people over, make sure you have a place where your child can escape to, because when you're having a lot of people over, there's a lot of noise, a lot of talking, can be overwhelming for them. So make sure you have a designated room or corner or something so that they can decompress. Okay. Manage noise management. Headphones, earmuffs, with a soft background sound in their little quiet zone definitely can help. Social comfort. Let relatives know not to pressure physical affection. Again, we know, especially I don't know about the in the white communities, but I know in the black community from when I was growing up, they would tell you quick, go and get your granny a hug. Go and get the such and such a hug. Go and get it. Don't do that to your child. Do not pressure them to show affection. Do not pressure them to give grandma a hug. Do not pressure them to shake nobody's hand. Don't do that. Okay? Because sometimes, with the hugging stuff, they don't like all that. So replace the hugs and the kisses and stuff with a wave, a high five, or like Mr. Caleb do, he likes to do the fist pump thing. Okay? And also teach your relatives that are coming over about the sensory sensitivities. Okay? So they know that they're not, not to do that. And here's another tip that I like to do is, if your kid fidgets a lot, like to stim a lot, make sure you have some toys, some fidget toys, a squeeze ball, those type of things, their favorite snack, their weighted blankets, things that will give them comfort. Okay. Okay. I hope this is helping somebody. Okay. All right. Manage expectations. Okay. Expectations for your child, let them know that it's okay not to participate in everything. Okay. Offer them clear choices. Let them have a choice to do these things. Because a lot of times if you try to force them to do things, that's when the meltdowns comes. That's when the stubbornness comes. Okay. And again, like I said in the previous slide, talk to relatives and family members ahead of time so they'll know what the expectations is also. So in this case, this is sort of like creating the village during the holiday season. And you're not going to be able to create the village during the holiday season if they don't know these things about your child. So this will be a good time to talk about it, right? Okay. So let's talk about give choice and agency. Okay. Here's why these matter. So giving a choice and agency, empowerment to offer small choices. Okay. And this is what they teach in ABA classes and OT classes as well. And I always tell you parents that I work with, whatever is being taught in these therapies that you are putting your child in, you need to implement the same things at home. That's the only way it's going to work. And speaking to parents in general, whatever is being taught in school that you agree with, or things like that, as helping your child, implement the same thing at home. This reinforces it. And then it becomes a routine. It becomes a habit for your child, especially if it's something that's beneficial to them. So I would suggest offering small choices. You can ask them, okay, do you want to open a gift now or after lunch? Give them that. It kind of makes them feel empowered, right? If you give them the choice of what they want to do. So like sometimes when I know it's kind of late and Mr. Caleb hasn't eaten lunch, and I will go and ask him, do you want uh do you are you ready for lunch? And I will say to him, do you want a choice? And he will say, I want a choice. So I will say, do you want lunch now or do you want lunch later? And then he'll let me know later, you know what I mean? So that kind of gives them a little bit of independence, and it makes them feel good, like, I'm making the choice of what I want to do right now. Okay. And then here's another suggestion I would suggest to you, for those, especially those that kids are nonverbal, using PEX cards, using a board or something. And you can use, I put a little example here using the traffic light cards, right? So green is like, okay, I'm okay. Yellow is like, okay, mommy, I need a break. And then like, okay, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go. I'm over this situation. I'm over Granny's house. I'm tired of smelling the mothballs. I'm tired of them trying to feed me like stuff I don't like. I'm ready to go. Okay. And make an exit plan ahead of time, right? I mean, sometimes you gotta lie. Well, child, so I can't tell you how many times I told a little white lie just to leave somebody's house that I didn't want to be in. Your family and all. I'd be like, child, I don't feel good. I got a headache. I need to go home, child. I be lying. I just don't want to be there. I just don't want to be there. And make sure you validate their feelings. If they feel like, I'm feeling uncomfortable, don't make the kid feel bad because they're feeling uncomfortable, because this can be an uncomfortable situation. Heck, it's uncomfortable for some adults being around strange people, a lot of people and stuff like that. Because I don't like to be around a lot of people for various reasons. Um, and it can get overwhelming even for adults. So just imagine feeling that way for a kid. Okay. So if you do these things, you build trust, reduce anxiety, and prevent shutdowns, right? Shutdown, i.e., meltdowns. Okay. And giving autonomy helps your child trust you and feel safe during unpredictable events. Okay. So give them a choice. All right. We almost done, baby. Here also I'm gonna put this in the comments, in the description, in the comments, and here are some tools and resources that you can use, right? Um, I have a video on visual aids. I'm going to put that in the description and in the comment section, right? So you guys can go and look at that. So the tools that you can use during this time is the visual aids, right? A sensory toolkit. Now we talked about the fidget spinners, the chewing necklaces, headphones, sunglasses, soft textures, your weighted vest, your weighted blankets, those types of things. I'm using social stories, like I told you, like I'm during the holidays, when Mr. Cater was a little bean, and I will look up little stories about taking the trip to grandma's house, grandma's house, grandma's house. Little songs and things like that. Let me tell you, it may sound silly to you, but to them, it really does help them. Okay. Hey, Zoomer, thank you for coming through, darling. Make sure you hit that like button for me, okay? It really helps them. Like finding a song or something like that can really, get them going. Um don't do no hard what's that movie? I can't. Never mind. Anyway, and here are some resources for parents. Autism Speaks has a holiday guide. Child Mind Institute also has a tip sheet, and I will be linking the um, holiday routine checklist that's on my website in the description and comments as well. And you have some apps that you can use as well, right? ChoiceWorks. Um, then you have the Calm or Headspace Kids, the mindfulness, right? That's a really good app, guys. Just so you know. That's one of the ones I used for Mr. Caleb when he was a little one. And on YouTube, there is a video. And again, I'm going to link these so you guys can go to it. There's Enjoying the Holiday with Your Autistic Child is on YouTube, okay? And how to ABA holiday tips is a very good video as well to watch. And I'm going to link it out for you guys so everybody can go and look at it. Strategy number 7, and I talk about this all the time, guys. Support yourself as a parent. That is so very important. I know that the holidays can be stressful. You can, with the kids at home, whether they are on the spectrum or not, it can be overwhelming. Okay, when the kids are home and they're so used to their routines and they're just all over the place, right? So you want to be able to make sure you take care of yourself. So if you're on edge and you're stressed out and you have anxiety and you feeling the way, you're going to project those feelings onto your kids. So make sure you take care of yourself, right? So the purpose of this strategy is to encourage the caregivers, aka parent, mama, daddy, whatever, well-being. I say this all the time, you can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure you schedule your own rest moments. Delegate, okay? Delegate, delegate, delegate. Don't try to do everything yourself because that also can be overwhelming for you, right? You can get totally stressed out because you're trying to handle the food, you're trying to handle the direct decorations, you're trying to handle the schedule for people that are coming over. And then when if you have a family that is close to you and they just pop up anytime. When you have those pop up that hey sis, thank you, people just pop up for during the holidays, be like, child, I just came over to say hi. No, you didn't. Stop that. You know? So it not only this overwhelming for the kids, baby, it can be overwhelming for you. Okay. So and make sure you delegate if you have older kids, get them in the kitchen. Help get them to clean and help you put the decorations up and do little things as well. This can also be a teaching moment for them so they can learn. You got to be creative. I've learned in my 22 years of being a parent that you have to be creative. If you are now for the parents that's not hands on, no, you don't got to be creative because somebody else raising your child. The TV is raising your child. The iPad is raising your child. The teachers is raising your child. The babysitter is raising your child. But if you're a hands-on parent like myself, you got to be creative. You got to be creative, okay? Use mindfulness, deep breathing, prayer, journaling. Just find your center. Of course, joining some group or something to get, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you don't have anybody to talk to, and give your permission to say no to events. You do not have to go to everything. You do not have to drag yourself or your child to everybody's house. If you feel that this Christmas, this Thanksgiving, I don't feel like going to Aunt Sarah's house. And even though the whole family is going to Aunt Sarah's house, I don't freaking feel like it. And you don't have to. Okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. I don't want to do this. And I think sometimes that's where we get stuck. Sometimes we I don't want to say no. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and all that kind of stuff. And then you sitting with there being all mad and carrying on with that thing. And here are some holistic ideas. Before you get your morning started, start off with gratitude or a little prayer or meditation. Okay. Another thing I really started doing a lot is using nice calming scents in the home. That does help. Of course, practice sensory grounding. That's with weighted blankets and deep breathing and that kind of thing. Um, and also teach your child the same type of coping tools, right? So those are some things that you can do for yourself. Okay. Now here's the thing that I love to do as a parent and having a family is creating your own traditions. And I know a lot of times, and we just talked about that saying no to going to everybody's house and stuff like that. But a lot of times you have to adapt to the family that you have, right? Because no family is the same. So how about creating your own traditions? And I think as well, child, as a traditional woman, because these honey, these women today, I don't know. Those are the things you kind of think about. Is what can we do for our family together, right? What would make our Christmas or vacation um experience special this year, right? So creating your own traditions can also work, especially when you have a new kid on the block, new baby, new child, or you have a newly diagnosed kid with autism or something like that. A lot of the things that you did um before is out the window. And so you have to adapt to your new world, your new journey. Okay? And that goes into learning your child. I say this all the time. And if you go and look at most of the videos I talk about, you have to learn your kid. And learning your kid means you have to participate in their life. You got to be hands on. I can't say that enough. You can't just lock them in the room or send them off to school or send them to, therapies and think that's it. The buck stops at you as the parents. mamas and daddies, right? So I would suggest creating your own traditions. Like I told you in before, I created a tradition where I would take Mr. Caleb to pick out his own ornament. That became something that wasn't done in the extended family structure, but that's what we created in the small family structure, right? And then when he got older, it was Mr. Caleb's job to make the cake. So, he learned how to, measure everything out and put everything in the mixing bowl and mix everything and put in the oven and set the timer. That's his job. We created his own little traditions that he does. And then he gotten so used to it, so now it's like expected. He loves, like, when we go to the store and we get the ingredients, when we get the baking flour, when we get all the ingredients, and I ask him what kind of cake he wants to bake, he knows that it's that time of the year. I get to do my cake. I get to do my Christmas cake. I get to go and pick out my ornament. Creating your own traditions with your child, with your children, whether they have autism or not, becomes a big thing. And they, in turn, they enjoy it. It becomes something that they look forward to. So, like I said, being a parent, you have to be creative, right? So look, I told you I'm gonna be on it. Okay. So here are some helpful resources and videos. I'm going to link all these into the description so that you can go and check some things out for yourself, right? This wasn't going to be a long uh live or anything. I just wanted to share some information with you guys. That's all. So um and if you need any information or request any materials, or you want this presentation on a PDF or PowerPoint so that you can share it, you can add to it, share to it, you can visit the website at www.accpsafe.com, or you can email me at support@accpsafe, or just reach out to me through the comment section, or if you have my email address, RedLipstickVibes, you can email me there and I will definitely send it to you. Okay. So guys, I hope that some of the information that I was able to give to you guys on today has been helpful. And again, I am kind of separating the Red Lipstick Vibes and the autism information. So we do have a autism channel. If you have not subscribed to the autism channel, please do so. And it's at ACCP Safe. ACCPSAFE. Okay. Autistic Children Connecting Parents. Okay. That is the autism channel. Okay. So if you have not subscribed, please go subscribe to the channel. Okay. If you want more information on autism and related disorders, you can always check out the website or email me for information, of course. And if you're, on my Instagram or Facebook, you can always just send me a message if you have a question about something, you've seen something, you want more information about something. If you're looking for certain services in your state or your city and you can't seem to find it, reach out to me. I can help you. My hands reach in a lot of places. Okay. Um, so, my closing reflection for today: routine is a rhythm of love made visible. Discipline is not control; it is compassion with direction. Structure: how we build safety in a world that is often feels uncertain. I say this all the time, and I'm going to say this for the holiday season. Routine, discipline, and structure is going to get you through the holiday season. One of the main things I'm going to say is try to maintain the same schedule or routine that they have during school. Don't deviate, because when it's time to go back to school, if you deviated from that, you're gonna have some issues. You're gonna have tantrums. You're gonna have some sensory overload. Try to maintain the same routine and schedule, even though you're on the holiday schedule. So if it's getting them up at 7:30, get them up at 7:30. Continue the same routine, because this is going to help you when it's time for them to go back to school, when it's time for them to go back to daycare. It won't be a struggle because they kept the same schedule. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's just advice. Just advice. You don't have to take it, but just advice. Call to action today is to make this holiday about connection, not chaos. Your child deserves peace, and so do you. Again, if you have not subscribed to the Autism channel, because we're separating the Red Lipstick Vibes from the Autism channel, Autism work. Everything, all the lives and the videos that are on Red Lipstick Vibe will be transferred over to the Autism channel. Okay. So I think I'm at 20 subscribers now. If you can help me get to 50 subscribers over there so that I can go live, that will be awesome. So we need to get to 50 subscribers over there on the Autism channel so that we can go live on the Autism channel. Okay. Having said that, thank you for everyone that has tuned in. I hope this information helps you. And if you have any other questions, if you have some issues that you want to address, please let me know. And I will definitely do my research if I don't know offhand. Okay. I have a lot of professionals in my pocket. So I can definitely get the information that you need and the services that you need. Okay. So having said that, I think brother he said will be going on at 2:45, or was 2:45 my time. So you got a few more minutes before he goes live. So once y'all go over there and check out a tribe called Harris, and on Mr. He says page is Cerebral Saturday over there. Please check that out, and enjoy the rest of your guys' day. And I believe Fatty is going live at 5 or 4. Going to talk about Miss Pearly. Okay. Child, look, Miss Pearly got the whole internet just up in arms. Y'all got, look, that little lady just turned y'all world upside down out here in these streets. Okay. But anyway, I got some work to do today. I have been outside playing in the dirt in my garden. I went and got some more veggies and some more sweet potatoes and things I planted. I've been in the garden, so I've been out there already. So I'm chilling with that, and so now I'm gonna get to do some work later. But y'all enjoy the rest of you guys' day. And when am I live next, y'all? When am I live next? Let me see. I know I got something coming up, y'all. Hold on, let me look at the schedule, y'all. Let me look at the schedule. When am I next live, y'all? I don't know. Child, I don't even know my own schedule, Jesus. Let me see. When I'm next live? Oh, tomorrow. Okay. I'm live tomorrow. I didn't know. Well, okay. I'm live tomorrow. Okay, I'm live tomorrow at what time am I live tomorrow? Oh shoot. I needed that. I'm live tomorrow at what time am I live? Oh, at 2:15. At 2:15 my time, so that'll be 3:15 Eastern time. So until then, you guys enjoy your Saturday. Make sure y'all love on somebody, treat somebody good, make someone smile today, and all that other good stuff. I'll talk to y'all later, and I hope this information helps you. And as soon as I end this live, I'm going to put the links and all that information I said I was going to put. It'll be in the comment section or in the description. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.
As soon as the show over, he do like this. Well, I'm ready to go. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell them I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. I ain't taking no loss. Look, I'ma always win. We already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? They know I go again, and when they get it right, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team, they ready to go again. Running into us, we'll gladly send you home again. We don't talk, better know the grind, gon' match my walk. I'm a cheat code, I don't take no loss. Making no sense, run up the scope, cause all I do is win. And I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell them I can't take no loss. My team hold no L's, no. Aiming for the top, can't make it by myself. I ain't taking no loss.